this is the village of St. Abbs. This village wouldn't exist without the assistance of Andrew Usher in establishing it in the 1880s. He also said he would build a house here. That is the house that he built. Unfortunately, we can't get closer because the gates are closed today. This is all the new harbour, and on this side as well, which Andrew Usher donated to the village, because their old harbour was this tiny wee harbour here. The fishermen used to come from, as I said before, the fishermen used to come from Codingham. This is one of the safest harbours on the whole east coast of Scotland because of these rocks here. Other harbours are open to the sea comes crashing against the harbour walls, but here it can't do that. Even in the greatest storm, you get a certain amount, but the boats come ducking in here, and they're safe. We'll go up here. There's a school. I think that was the manse for the church that he built, the church up on the hill.
Okay.
And all these houses here were built by the fishermen and their successors on ground that Andrew sold them at a nominal price, just a few pounds per plot of ground.
Right. That's lovely.
It has become much sought after, this village. This is Johnstonburn House, which was acquired by Andrew Usher in the 1880s. He used to have shooting parties here. He owned some farms in the area. Beautiful old building, a very historic building. I've been inside it. It was a hotel for quite a few years and had some notable people staying here as guests, one of which was the Duke of Westminster. When Mount Everest was climbed by Sir John Hunt and Edmund Hillary, actually Hillary in Tensing, the first news to hit Britain came to Johnstonburn House, because Sir John Hunt was a great nephew or a grand nephew of Andrew Usher. So the family was told that Everest had been conquered. So here the news came first. This is the Usher Health Institute in Edinburgh, which was donated not by Andrew Usher but by his brother Sir John Usher, who was my great-grandfather. This is the building. There is the coat of arms. On the left, this was gifted not to the City of Edinburgh Council, it was gifted to Edinburgh University to pursue the Institute of Public Health. Sir John was inspired by the researches of Louis Pasteur, the Frenchman. Here is a dedication to Sir John Usher. It was absolutely the thing when it was opened in 1901. Up to date, the most up-to-date institute in Britain. And turned out in the region of 150 students a year, and celebrated its centenary in 2001. Leading professors from all over the world came to the centenary celebrations who had studied here. Western edges of Edinburgh, near Edinburgh Airport, and here is Norton House, which would belong to Sir John Usher, brother of Andrew Usher. He was also known as the Croesus of Edinburgh. Croesus was one of the richest kings of the ancient world. And this is Norton House. Yeah, it's a hotel and spa, Norton House. There's the Usher coat of arms on the porch. It's been hugely expanded. It's got everything here. Sauna pools, swimming pools, spas, toenails are done, manicurists, anything and everything you can think of is done. We are now in the walled garden at Norton, and if you follow the wall around, there it is. There are new buildings as well. The original house is on the far side. And then there are the original stables of Norton House, where many horses were kept. My grandfather was a master of the Linlithgow and Stirlingshire hunt, and the hounds were kept here. He also was half owner of the foxhounds themselves. He was a master of hounds, he and his brothers, for many, many years. He himself for 17 seasons. We'll go to the stables now. I'll show you. Lovely stables they are too. These are were the stables at Norton. They're now a conference centre. It used to be a lovely restaurant here as well, but they've changed it to a conference centre relatively recently. This would have been for the horses and probably for the head groom, a cottage for the head groom, probably upstairs there. But the horses would occupy all the lower floor. Now, between St Abbs and Johnstonburn, I forgot to say we were passing through another very large, one of the largest of the Usher estates, called Dunglass. That was a magnificent house there. It was destroyed in the late 1940s, but the estate carried on and carries on to this day. It used to I was told it consisted of 16 farms, plus other areas in and about local villages. So I'm sorry, I forgot to bring that up at the time. We're now back in the area where the Wells estate is situated. In fact, it's behind us. But we haven't got time to go there now. That was the area, the estate I was brought up on. Wells, Bedrule. So that was it. Thank you for coming and doing this today, Nicole.
You're very welcome.
Very, very much appreciated.
I don't know if you can
changes that have come over me in these last few days, I've been afraid that I might drift away. So I've been telling old stories, singing songs that make me think about where I came from, and that's the reason why I seem so far away today. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. For if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything